Alright. I'm just getting started with the stream. I'm kind of late to my own stream, like 2 minutes late, so I'm trying to like set things up. So yeah, hold on, give me a second. No, thank you. We'll do shorter. Sure. And then stream is starting. Alright, here we go. Cool. Get rid of my old account of being a developer. Manage user, developer, no longer that. Cool. Okay. And now what am I gonna do? I don't, there's like Dockers, docs, post down, scene sources, chat. Okay, cool, there's a chat box that I can see. Nice. Nice. Alright, cool. I think I'm ready to go. So hello, hello everyone. Sorry about that. I was just doing stuff and kind of talking and rambling. But, so let's get started with the things. Let me pull up Blender. So I've actually been working quite a bit for this, like, 8 days since I was a day late since I couldn't sleep well last night, due to some medication. So that was kind of fun. I'm being sarcastic. That was not fun at all. But, I'll just kind of deal with it. But anyway, so basically what I have planned to do today is that I'm going to be... Actually, let's just go over what I have been working on. So I made this chair, which was actually kind of annoying to make. But I made this chair and a lamp. You can't see it really well right now, but whatever. It's fine. It got a bookcase. I originally was gonna have it to be a wardrobe, but then I realized that not really worth it, so I decided not to do that. And then I worked over here into this dresser. So we have... Actually, let me just focus on that. There's a bar in the middle, so this could be like t-shirts and stuff, and then folded clothes up here. The stuff doesn't open, it's just there for design, really. It's just there. This is gonna be for like longer stuff like pants or dresses, because it's a little bit taller than this is. So yeah, I made a dresser. I made some baskets, which I I'm probably going to change at some point. Not going to worry about it right now since I have the main kind of thing. And then, yeah, so I did that. I was very hesitant. I kept trying to work on the bathtub here. But I like at the end of the day, I kept trying, like, deciding against it. So, yeah. I just don't, yeah, I just haven't liked it. And then this, I'll change that eventually. That's like a kitchen sink kind of thing. And I don't, I don't, because it's, if you, no, mostly, bathroom sinks are this, like semicircle or whatever. It's like a bowl that goes into the drain. It's not never perfect because it's like, anyway, that's not the typical thing. And, I don't really like it that much, but it's okay. I made some changes here. I added, we had a trash can earlier, and originally I had it over here. I moved it back over here. We have an island. There's no cabinets in here. It's just an island. I've created some cabinets. I added some drawers right here. It's this one, this one. No, it's these two that I added right here. Yeah, just those two, and then these cabinets. Last night I worked on the sunroom. So we have a table and a sun window desk thing. What is it called? A window seat? Yeah, window seat. And let's just focus on this side so you can see it a little better. And there's an area where you could, it built in, I guess, from the side of some shelves. So I made that. So yeah, so this is kind of a not really, the stuff I make isn't, it doesn't look like it's low poly. It's like, for the most part, it is kind of low poly. Let's go to wireframe so we can just kind of see all the edges in here. These robust characters actually have more more faces than the models I make. So yeah, it's not terribly low poly, but the chairs definitely have a lot. These, like the front of these, have quite a bit of faces, but for the most part, it's not terrible. The thing I don't like right now is actually this. This bed actually kind of has quite a few rooms. You can't see them because I used a if I can select it, I used a subdivision thing, which basically adds more vertices to it and makes it have more than it should, more than I would like it to, and that I just don't like that. And then there's these doors, which also have quite a bit of faces on them, and it doesn't need that many faces, and it doesn't need to be that detailed of a door. It's quite frankly just a plain and simple door. Let's focus on this. There's a whole lot of faces just for something that doesn't deserve that. So I hope to be planning to change these doors, and stuff. So yeah, just the stuff I've been making. And of course I still have the stuff from my other Blender files. Actually, I'm not going to open that because I don't want you to see everything on my computer. But yeah, I have bar stools to the island. Yeah, you can have bar stools right here to that. And I was actually thinking about that earlier for bar stools, or it's the islands, right? The islands. I was thinking here. It's the islands here. But the thing is that I don't, if you go to top view and let's just let's just hide everything here and this cube. Both of those cubes. So if we just look at this, wait, I didn't even need to do all that. What? I could just focus on this. Hold on, let's just focus on that. Anyway, that was a lot easier. If you look, we have actually two dining rooms. We have the sunroom, and then we have the dining room here. And if I add, stools here, like, there's a point when there's too many chairs to eat. And so I just shouldn't, have stools. So I'm just gonna avoid putting too many chairs down. And I've been thinking that, I don't necessarily need two dining room tables, but we can also have dining room tables for different purposes. One for sitting down, and then others for other projects and stuff. Because if we look up here, there isn't. This is on the second floor, which I haven't worked on, obviously. It's just bedrooms, closets, and then we have this craft table, which is another room where we could just do projects on. So technically, we have enough. We have enough desks or chairs. What's the word I'm looking for? We have enough tables to, not need this table, because I want this to be the official dining room table, and this be the crafts table or whatever. So really, I just keep looking at this room and I just don't know what to do with it. And I don't know if the living room should be this room or this room, and this is the billiards room, which is going to be a gaming arcade. It's the billiards room. So I just don't know what to do. And it is just a blueprint, so it doesn't mean that it's going the rooms are going to stay just as it is. But the walls definitely are going to stay pretty much exactly where they are. So let's stop focusing on this. And there are some slight changes, such as this fireplace was centered a little bit. It's not exact. I still think this is a little bit bigger than this, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. It's more centered. This closet got extended a little bit, so it could be kind of a walk-in closet, as you can see. So yeah, there's slight changes, but for the most part, it's going to be pretty much the same. So, yeah. Okay, so anyway, what I'm going to be doing is I plan to work on the studio today. Get in an office chair, like a stereotypical office chair, other than this this chair right here, and kind of like the chair I'm sitting in, just a stereotypical office chair. Put some desks here. I'm not sure what this thing is gonna be, but it's gonna be something. Actually, I have a window there, and I don't know if I should have a window there or not, because I don't need a window there. I'd and I'm also concerned, are there too many windows here? Do I need to get rid of some windows? Is this window too wide? Should I make it smaller? And yeah, so there's quite a bit of windows, so it's a lot of light pouring in from literally everywhere. So yeah, but I'm not going to concern with myself with that right now. I'm just going to work on the office, and then I will work on the living room, and then I will start. And then if I do that, I'll work on the. Let's see. I'll probably arch this right here. Probably that thing here. Definitely this thing. It looks weird without an arch. Probably add some more windows here, and then change the doors. And if I don't do that in this stream, by the next stream, I'll have done that. And definitely add more furniture, and maybe this room will be changed, because I don't need that room because I have a crash room. So I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. So let's get started. Let's find this one, which is going to be in the guest bedroom. I have this collection over here. So let's look at it. This is the small office chair. Earlier I was working on this, or not looking, but I was looking over stuff, and for some reason I clicked something that opened literally everything up, and I don't know what I clicked, and I haven't searched it up yet. Probably should, but I haven't. So let's take a closer look at this chair. Just because I really want to show it. Anyway, this took a long ass time. This took a long time, longer than I would like to admit it took. So yeah, okay. Let's not focus on that anymore. I'm gonna copy paste this window, and the office is facing inside, so no sunlight. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't exactly need that window there. But you don't always need a window facing outside, so yeah. So I'll just kind of figure it out later. Um, yeah, I know. I know that I have just stuff all over the place. So I'll have to talk to Chaos since Chaos and I both worked on this together. So he's the guy I just talked to um just like I don't know. He's just the guy I just help me with it. So I kind of confide in him. So I duplicated that. I need to add. I'm gonna add this to collection. Called the office. It's located office studio, which I'll just call. Create that, and then that automatically moves everything to the office studio. Nice. So, all right, cool. So I'm not gonna make the chair look like that. I want a stereotypical office chair. So there's gonna be some slight changes for the most. The I'm just gonna have to focus on this because it's gonna be kind of annoying to look at everything else. So I'm gonna make the like kind of like the chair I'm sitting in. It's not gonna be an exact copy, but it's gonna be kind of similar. Um, I'm gonna make the hands go up like vertical, I guess. So like that, except make it look better. Um, and like stylize it a bit. I'll still have that little cushion there. And then this will be going higher for the most part. And this will change, but this bottom part will stay the same. So it shouldn't take too long since I already did most of it last time I made this chair. And the good thing is that the more assets I make, the more I don't have to make more. Okay, so Rolo the cat, add a plate with one single banana on it. I mean, I could, but I'm not trying to make little things or little knickknacks right now, such as plates, bananas, anything like that. I'm basically just working on the main stuff, and honestly, once I'm done with doing the main stuff, I'm not even gonna try to bother into making plates or glasses and stuff like that. It's not really a priority right now. It's not something that I think will kind of change how I game. I don't like. It's just not something I'm gonna bother with. Um, but maybe I'll have a few things like a throw pillow on a couch. But for the most part, I'm just gonna not bother with stuff like that. I'm trying to get this as efficiently as possible. I need to focus on this again. I don't want to focus on that. Okay. All right, so hold on. I have to look at my own chair. My own chair that I need to do. So I'm going to make. This is gonna change a little bit. I'm gonna squish this down. So select all these faces, and then go to edge select. Select those faces, and look at it from the front view and just squish that down. Okay, that's a really squish boy. Um, I probably should look at a reference picture because I can't exactly reference my own chair. I mean, I could, but I don't want to like get in and out of my seat. So I'm just okay. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me let me pull up Pinterest. Pinterest.com. I never thought I would use Pinterest to reference the stuff. To like reference my modeling and like I just never saw the point of Pinterest, and then here I am using Pinterest almost every single day to make literally everything I make. So I'm looking for an office chair. I'm not going to share my screen because that's kind of Yeah, okay. Pinterest is giving me very aesthetic looking stuff. I don't need aesthetic looking. So I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm also gonna get rid of this curve. By the way, this curve was a pain to make. It took me a while to make. This curve is actually connected to. This curve is connected to this. So it's flat at the bottom and the curve at the top, which is the only way to add a curve. It's actually the easiest way to put curve in things, is to not do it by hand and just, make a go to Shift A and then curve and then, do stuff like that. So, and then the wheels were a pain to make. And let's look back at, okay, I need a stereotypical office chair. Okay, why I don't need aesthetic stuff. Good old Google. Office chair. What a black office chair. Not that I'm not gonna like color it in. I don't color stuff in Blender. It's not something I kind of do. Alright, cool. I forgot. Normally in models, there's a little bit of a there's always this cushion thing where it goes down a tiny bit because that's where the person sits. So I'm kind of gonna do that. So now it's a little squished. I think that's okay. I don't know. I'm just gonna be okay with that. And I'm not actually adding any vertices or stuff like that. By yeah. Hold on, let me select this edge. I don't add any vertices by manipulating it a little bit to be different slightly. So that's good. Okay, so the back of the chair is going to change a bit. So looking at my reference pictures, and also kind of at my own chair, it doesn't have this fancy back to it, so therefore I can get rid of this curve. This curve. No, it's gonna be a pain. All right. There's a lot of curves in this. Figure out which one it is. Oh, that one. Okay. Get rid of that curve. Most of these other curves are actually these curves right here are all the ones down here. So go to X-ray mode, you can see in orange they're highlighted. Okay, it would be cool if no props are anchored in place, so you could just move them around by stepping on them and stuff. Oh yeah, physics and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this part. And this is a little thin. But that's okay. So let's start by making the armchair. So kind of a curve. Well, how do I want to do it? There's two options. I could either let's just do that. I'm not gonna keep it like this, but I could either do it like this, except make it look better, or do it basically like a stick from connecting from the bottom part of the plate that connects this part to that part. So I could either do that or that. So debating which one to do because both are fine, both work. And I kind of don't know. Let's start with making the plate, and then I'll just kind of go from there. So, no, I forgot to press G, and I pressed V, which made it material preview, which turned this white. So I go back to solid view and move that down. And let's just shrink this down. Yeah, I didn't think of it. Last time I said I was like, I'm gonna think of things to say. And I did not think about things to say. That's okay. I can just talk about what I'm doing. Which is not exactly what I wanted to do, but it's not exactly interesting. But you know, it's whatever. You can like guys ask questions and I'll answer it. So feel free to do that if you want to. And I have gotten it just a tiny bit better at modeling. Like I learned how to model probably a week before I started this project, so I'm still actually a noob at this. I don't really know how to do it, but I know how to reference stuff. On the top view, let's like these two bubbles. And back to top view. You know, it's fine. I was not thinking. No. Top view. So I'm basically trying to hide the edges of this of the mesh I'm trying to use. Because honestly, how am I gonna word this right? Um, you don't need to see it. It's not. It's just a plate that's on the bottom to support this thing to this thing. Like honestly, the top, like the place where the person sits, could be literally anything. Any chair finds any image of except for like a wooden, a wooden like chair that for like a kitchen. You could pretty much put any chair and just make it a wheelchair and it'll like look fine, which is actually kind of cool. So I'm gonna go to the modifier, which is that wrench right here. I have a modifier called the boolean, and that basically the difference. What that basically did was it got rid of the parts that were intersecting into I don't know this thing. And if I like got rid of it, you can see it's flat, and then right here, and then it's like curves down just a little bit. So yeah, so that's what that does. Just a little flatter. I'm gonna add let's do that. Just select the edges. So what I'm doing right now. Hello chaos. Welcome to the stream. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of grabbing edges and moving them up since they don't exactly fit in. It is a slightly curved mesh that I'm working with. And so, rightfully so, the bottom part of the mesh should be slightly curved too. And look at that, it's slightly curved. And I'm just going to bring that down just a tiny bit. In this orange dot right here, that's the origin of the mesh. So I'm going to object set origin to mesh. And here we go. That's that. So let's grab these three things and then bring it up just a little bit so it's not really intersecting with that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to make How will I make the armchair? This is back to the same problem. Like, should I make its own unique cube or should I make it a part of the base plate? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Um, you know what? I'm just gonna have it its own unique cube, and that's just what it's gonna be. So I still kind of don't want to. I don't know. I'm trying to curve. I'll do the back of it because I'm still avoiding the. Uh, no, that's not what I want to do. Why? Thank you. Avoiding. I'm still trying to avoid those arms because for some reason I don't want to do that. I think I'm having like PT. I'm kind of joking a little bit here, but kind of have a little bit of PTSD from last time I did this chair because that was. It wasn't terrible, but it was also just really hard to do. So, trying to get that. So I'm going to focus on just these three things because I don't need this chair. Actually, I'm just gonna get rid of this. It's not useful to me anymore because I don't actually get rid of anything. Alrighty. And now I will edit this. Edit this curve. If it's to the back, so normally the back of the chair has a slight curve, like in a human spine, in a way. So maybe it's gonna be terrible explanation, but right, right, and then extrude. It's kind of like this, the chair, not really, but it's just the images I'm looking at. It has that slight curve to it, and I'm trying to figure out if that's true or not, because I'm not actually looking at just one picture. I'm looking at multiple pictures at one time. Um. Okay, you know what? Yeah. So I'm gonna go with this image I saw where basically what is it? It's like this on the like, and then it curves. Oh, okay. So I'm not gonna have to use a curve for that one. It's actually gonna make my life more difficult than I need it to be. So basically, I'm gonna copy. Maybe get rid of that. There's an vertice there. What is that? Oh, it's like then something. Yeah. All right, never mind. I'm very picky when it comes to this, and I constantly change my mind. Uh, that is just a thing that happens quite a lot. So I'm going to do that. Negative. And I'm going to make that basically kind of a lot thinner. This is a little too square, for my opinion, for a back of a chair. That's just not. It doesn't look right at all. So I'm going to have to fix that. So let's go to aid view. Let's move it up a little bit. Back that. Okay. So I'm going to grab all of these vertices. kind of just move it back. At these spaces and move it back. Here we go. Oh, Chaos. Okay, Chaos just asked, what is the hardest thing to model so far? Let me see. So the hardest thing for me to model I have to think about that. Oh right, it's this chair. This chair was a pain in the ass to model. Oh my. I did not like modeling that. It looks okay. It just that was since there's so many you have to like there's curves here and the wheels which I struggled with and then the support which connects to this and then this arm thing that connects to here which goes on both sides. I actually struggled with this quite a lot. I didn't know how to start, how to begin, and I constantly was messing with this and I still don't like it, but I'm not gonna bother it anymore. It's just too thin for my liking. It's too narrow. And I just don't like it. Yeah. But it's okay. It's fine. It doesn't look terrible. But like and then like the thing that I've been avoiding the most right here is the bathroom because I just didn't want to touch it. But yeah, that chair was actually the most annoying. So that's why I'm like struggling. If it was for the desk, I would not have be having a problem at all because I modeled literally everything here. Not everything here actually opens. These cabinets don't open. Oh, let's turn around. These cabinets don't open. Most of all the stuff down here does open except for this oven stove thing, this dishwasher underneath the sink, and this refrigerator doesn't open, but everything else does open. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things here open. So yeah, if that's why I'm struggling with this thing over here because I don't I don't really like this chair. It was kind of hard to model. Um, so this is a little too blocky, like I was saying before. So I'm going to use my power of modeling to make it not so. So let's go to. I'm gonna add a line down the middle, and then I'm going to go to face lines. I'm gonna just delete everything here. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm going to add a mirror modifier if I can find it. Right there. I'm gonna add clipping, which basically makes this stuff stuck together. If it's not connected, it separates it. So I'm gonna enable clipping, and kind of go from there, which basically prevents me from every time I do something on the side, I don't have to touch the side, which is good. So I can make this top a little bit smaller. So I'm going to select these edges right here. I'm going to move it in. And this edge, I can move down a little bit. It doesn't need to be so close up there. Yeah, because the closer I put it, the more, yeah. So I'm gonna put wherever I had right there. Move it up a little bit. I'm gonna kind of do the same. Actually, am I? I don't know. Will I? Will I not? Only, only time can tell. I'm kidding. So I'm going to move this up I'm gonna add a split here. There already is a split. I don't like that. I know why I didn't. So I'm gonna take this. I selected the bottom of this. So I want to move it up just a bit. And then move this up. Now it's kind of, it looks like a weird circle. And it's not what I'm trying to go for. I'm trying to shape it a little bit, but it's looking a little weird, to be honest. Also, how much of the story lore have you created? FYI, not asking to spoil, just how much though. So for the story, I've been kind of sort of working on it. I am a terrible writer. So I'm actually having multiple people check it when I make progress on it. I haven't exactly touched it, and that's why when you, if you've seen last stream, which it was terrible because there wasn't really a time during that stream where you could see everything. I was just kind of close up on little bits, so you couldn't see the whole picture. But if you watch the unedited version, you can see the whole picture like every once in a while. Because occasionally I'll just stop moving and start talking, which I do way too much. But anyway, how much of the story lore have I written? Not a whole lot. By the time I finish this map, I will write into the second chapter because I want to. The reason why I'm writing the second chapter, and I'm like almost finished with the first chapter, and just need to, like, just add a little bit more to the story. But I'm gonna write into the second chapter and maybe even the third chapter too, just so everything's linear and it makes sense. So I don't really know. I don't know if that answers your question or not, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to. It's just I'm not a great writer. You could tell because I suck at spelling. Not my strong suit. So I don't know if I answered this question. Please let me know if I answered your question. What happens if I do this a little bit? It looks like a leaf, a weird shaped leaf. I don't know if that's gonna be, if that'll be okay for the office chair I'm making. Stop. I want to stop focusing on this and then focus on all of that. Okay. So we have a weird shaped circular thing. And I don't see a single image. Okay, so the top is normally flat. So we're gonna make the top of this flat. If I can. Up here. Now I'm gonna add a loop cut and bring it up here to that. Or keep it like that. I know. Please let me know your please let me know what you think about this because I'm very insecure about this chair. I really don't like it. Really, really don't. I think it's curved too much at the top. Like, look at that. That is. And now this edge is now too much towards that. So hopefully I can make it like that a little bit better, possibly. And then grab these faces and just pull them. Because that is too much of a curve up front. That's a chair that no one would want to sit in. Then maybe I'll just grab these. Did I mess this up too bad? I really hope I didn't. Oh, it's too curved. Oh gosh. What did I do? I don't know how to fix this. Okay. I think I originally did this by these curves, like the vertical curve loop things. So maybe I could fix it like that. And then grab these individual vertices, bring them in. Bring them in. They're a little too far out for my liking. Actually, I want to see what would happen if I just bring this one out. Hold on. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh no, that would be awful. Okay, this is an awful looking pack. I don't like it at all. But I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna leave it as it is, and we're just gonna kind of move on from there. So, we'll add a clay. Let's do this. Wait. Why do I keep doing this? I'm going to what? And this part. Did I not select that part? I did not select that part. So I'm going to extrude. I said extrude a lot in the last stream. It's actually kind of funny. Um, yeah, it is. I agree with you. Chaos. It's a little too curved at the top. And I really want to fix it. I just don't know. It just looks weird. But there is a little bit of a curve to it. So I don't really know. But I'm like keep messing with it. Like, figure it out. I don't want to, but I'm going to anyway. Okay, I'll just have to go back to it later. Okay, anyway. Back to this. Add a loop cut there, extrude this, and then go to Y view and then move that back like that. Oh no, wait, go back. No. Let's move this and go to X-ray mode, grab this. Back to side view. And next, I'm gonna grab this edge, and now I'm gonna bring the whole thing back just a little bit. So it's practically touching that. Yeah, okay, I'm definitely gonna have to go back after the stream and fix this because I can't sit happy with it right now. Like I said, I'm terribly picky when it comes to modeling stuff. So this definitely might change. It might not, but I think this might be okay. So I'm going to add a cut here and then use the scale tool to move these closer to each other a bit. Go to face selects. Can I, okay, I'm gonna do another mirror thing again. Okay, cut right smack in the middle, do that. Like this thing, and then modifier mirror, that should be, the boolean will be on top. And then go to the, what axis? The x-axis. Axis. Okay, the y-axis. Enable clipping so I can bring stuff away from it. And then we're good. Let's go have X in there. And that way I don't have to edit out both sides, which is great. So I'm going to do kind of what I did right here. Let's do a loop cut right there. Grab this space, extrude it upwards. That is terribly thin. Okay. Make it not so thin. So yeah, this isn't going to be a fancy chair. Or is it? That's a good question. I just realized something. So normally, so I'm looking at the pictures, normally these are actually, let's just grab that. They're normally tilted. No, I'm doing it the wrong way. They're tilted a little bit this way. So I was thinking just a little bit more. So I'm going to move these lines back just a bit. Here. And then these lines here. Move it backwards. Like that. And now that's kind of a more centered. So I'll go back to this way. I'm going to go to, okay, I'm going to hide those things. And here, go to vertices. Make sure all these vertices are in the same plane of hitting line. The same line, which is this line right there. Which they are, which is good. So I'm going to extrude it up a bit, and then get the scale tool, and then extrude it both on both sides. And then equip this. So I won't be able to see it. Now, will I tilt them? I don't know. Back to this. I don't want to touch that scale tool. Get out of X-ray mode, grab this, and actually, I'm going to hide that. I'm going to tilt it down just a tiny bit because naturally, when your hands are on resting on something, they're not normally flat. They're kind of at an angle. I mean, they can be, but it's not. Normally, it's not how it goes. So, I'm gonna do this. I think there's a face I didn't select. I don't know. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of this. Call this negative, sorry, and bring it down. Just a smidge. Okay, cool. I call this -7 the same. -7. Thank you. Oh, never mind. This kind of looks like a hot dog. um, grab this and oh my god, what happened? Um, for some reason, Blender just quit. I mean, hold on, let me get it back up here. That's weird. I didn't exit out of it. I just kind of did that. So I'm streaming Blender again. I don't even know how that happened. That was weird. Okay. Yeah, sorry. This isn't terribly interesting. This is why this takes such a long time every time I stream again. There's like just a few more stuff. So, actually, I'm not gonna let you see this for a second. So I don't want you to see the files on my computer. Just for reasons. So, okay, share my screen again, and here we are, back to where we just started. Don't know, literally have no clue how that thing happens. Okay, so let's go to wire mode. And I'm just gonna do it like that's fine. Now that looks good. Let's kind of do something. And now I'm just gonna make that intersect with that because I don't feel like dealing with that. So yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go back and fix this because I really, really don't like it. But for now, this is gonna be the chair, and it is going to be fixed later because I really, really don't like it. I don't want to have models where I don't like. And this is not a no like. This is a no likey thing. But I'm gonna just move on from that. Call it a day. So do this, unselect that. I'm going to move it to a collection called large or large. Or just office. I don't know what I called it in the bring it back over there. Okay. What did I call it in the oh it's called a small office chair over here. All this stuff. So apparently they don't have good enough reference picture. I make trashy models. But we're just gonna move on from that. So I'm gonna make a desk. I don't know what my inspiration be because literally everything I make has an inspiration. Um, that's kind of why they look good. So there's like, including when drawing or anything like that, you should always have an inspiration. Going off memory isn't going to be exactly. You're not gonna have great drawings if you don't have if you're just drawing off memory. And honestly, I there's some people that would be like, oh yeah, I didn't draw off memory, so that's like better or something. It's not better or worse than excuse me than just doing a reference. Like it's yeah, so yeah. Use reference if you're drawing or modeling or anything like that. Or making a game for that matter. Have inspiration, use that inspiration. Don't copyright stuff, be careful about that stuff. You know, those kind of things. I have a desk here. And part of it's going to get cut. Um, I would say that's like about a square. It's not an exact square, but it's about a square. Okay, should do that. So now we have our fancy desk. Actually, it's not very fancy. It's quite boring. So, I'm gonna have to go grab some inspiration for that. I also need to go to the restroom. Yeah, I kind of need to go to the restroom. So, let's see. I probably shouldn't have drinking water right before I did that. It was actually like 30 minutes before I started, so I didn't think that was gonna affect anything. But okay, I'll be back. I have to go to the restroom. I kind of can't wait on that. So, um, give me like 2 minutes. All right, I'm back. Hello. Back in the groove of things. I did wash my hands, just so you know. I'm not insane. I really need reference for that office. I could make it like this one over here. Actually, wait, why isn't? Oh wait, let's go to. Actually, I'm gonna just steal this model. The good thing about making models is that I can just reuse them. So, let's go to guest bedroom, desk. Yeah, grab all those. Duplicate. Actually, let's move to Office Studio. I'm just gonna call this desk. This one needs a revamp, so it needs to have a corner. It doesn't necessarily need to, but I would like it for it to have a corner. Here we go. Right, 90 degrees. Actually, let me get rid of this. This bedroom closet up, go to breathing out fast. Which way is it facing? It's facing. Okay, so that's, I think that's the front of it, right? Yeah. Okay, I need to turn it 90, no shit. I didn't need to. The other way. So that should be 180. Okay, cool. Nice. Move that forward a bit. This chair that I absolutely loathe. I just kind of had to move on from that because I was just looking at it too much, and not everyone wants to see me work on an office chair for 2 hours. And sometimes I will work on something for 2 hours, such as like Chaos asked earlier. Like when he asked earlier what took the longest in this, and I really worked on this for like 2 or 3 hours. Because I just didn't know how to start. So but like now after I like did it, I know kind of how to do it now. So so this chair is supposed to be, I don't know, better. I made a Roblox office chair a while ago. That's not really great, but I just made a chair some time ago. My voice is getting tired of talking, but I have to talk, I guess. So for the time being, I'm just gonna keep it like that. I'm just gonna move this back. With this wall. If flush means that it perfectly fits in, such as this sun desk where the edge matches perfectly with that, so that's called being flush or with the wall. So I want it to be flush with. I could make it flush with this wall, and so I can have two long, and it'll be like two computers will be on each one, and it could also be like I'm just struggling here. Oh, funny thing, about this chair, the history of this, not chair, this couch. I mounted this couch at least 5 times. It was 5 times. I deleted 2 of them models that I made, but each time I made it slightly better. That's how I first started to learn modeling stuff. Was I just made it couch over and over again until I was happy with it, which actually was this couch right here that I'm looking at. So yeah, but the main problem is that is actually these couches things, which I don't like. That's just a lot of vertices more than I would like to have. And they are, if we go to, there's no properties because I imported it from a Blender file I have on my computer. Um, Normally this is used subdivision, but because I imported it, it doesn't have that subdivision. So I'll just deal with these 2 rooms later because I'm not really happy with it. I'll normally like scour the internet for like 15 minutes, and I don't want to share that with you. My window. Actually, can I? No, I'm just gonna not. I don't want to share my internet thing. So, and when I look for it, you're not gonna see me do anything. So, I would like to be what you are seeing, be me constantly doing something. So, I was entitled. Leave that be. excuse me, and I will do something else, such as adding curves to this things or changing the door. So I will do that, and then after I do that, I will come back to here and maybe change that chair. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't like it. Um, it just doesn't look like the one I had in vision, which is kind of like the one I'm sitting in, which I can't exactly show you a picture of. But if I model it next time, I'll show you it. If I model it by the next stream, I'll show you. Also, my DMs are open like all the time. Like, so if you see me online, you are completely free to message me, DM me. I don't know. Because half the time when I'm online, I'm actually modeling something. So technically, if you just ask, you can get sneak peeks. It really doesn't take too much to, talk to me. My DMs are open for, um, for the most part. So. So let's focus in on this. And I need some reference pictures because this door to me is it's just not, I just don't like it. This handle's gonna stay the same though. I really like it, so I'm gonna keep it just the way it is. So let's go. I have a collection of doors, and I'm just gonna close some of these up. Why don't I schedule myself for 2.5 hours? My voice can't handle talking for 2.5 hours, and I used to be able to because I used to talk all the time. Before I started this project, I talk all the time, talk to people, play video games, and I talked for like maybe like 6 hours straight just to people. And then after the 6 hours, I would finally get tired of talking and be like, "Yo, I just can't right now." But I haven't been able to, since no one's been messaging me or talking to me. I haven't been talking that much. No, I get tired very, very easily. My voice gets tired. Okay. So right now I'm on Pinterest. So that is the one website I use to check what kind of stuff what kind of doors I want. So I'm searching interior door and just looking at everything that's available. Um, and excuse me. Oh, my dad apparently. Maybe because I'm talking for so long. Um, I'm just trying to remember what kind of door I want to do. I like this kind of door, but the problem is it's just that like it's just I don't need for a door that's supposed to be simple. There's just too many vertices. So I'll probably not have the curve at the top, which I'm familiar with doors with curves at the top, but also have um we can also have doors without anything special on them. Just like little pieces of wood. I'm sorry, I'm just getting tired for some reason. Oh yeah, I stayed up all night yesterday. I had to like drink coffee or earlier today, like midday, because I was like, I don't know if I can make it. I'm too tired, and I'm like trying to get my sleep schedule back in order. So I pulled an all nighter. So that was very very interesting. I don't like pulling all nighters that much. Damn. Okay. Here's what I'm still looking for reference pictures, so that's why you don't see me do anything over here. Um, I just I don't know what kind of door I want. Should it be like a windowless door? And the doors that Pinterest is suggesting are just dark wooden doors, which don't really affect anything. Well, I don't know, but I'm going to import a cube. Just kidding. I'm going to import a plane. I'm going to rotate it, rotate it on the Y, on the X. Make it go 90 so it's perfectly parallel to how I see it. Oh, it's all the way back there. Yeah. Move it like that, and then move it down. Check Y, which is not there. That was intersected. Wow, look at that. It's like an X-ray. Do you see that? Hold on. That is like an X-ray mode. I really like that actually. That's really cool. Like that's super duper cool. Damn. Move it up. It's like X-ray. Wow, I don't know why I like that so much. I really do. Okay. Let's go to edit mode. Let's grab this edge and just bring it all the way to the top of this door. Super satisfying. Yeah, I really, really like that. And then go to X and do that. Um, and then go to this, like, go to shit, this one. And now go to X wireframe. So I just see the edges and stuff. I'm gonna go all the way over. Cool. Do that. And I'm just gonna get rid of this door. We don't need it, but I have the exact, not the exact, but the near perfect dimensions of the last door, and I'm just gonna press down this to make sure. Good. I could bring this this up just a tiny bit. Okay, cool. We got a door. A very basic one. Okay. Uh, responding to something. Um. Alright. Okay, so continuing on from the door, let's get my reference. And remember, this takes me like a few minutes. I feel like I'm like on the line. There's like no one. It's only one person watching, and I'm pretty sure I know who it is. So, let's find some reference pictures. Reference picture. The interior door. Favorite interior doors. Alright, I know what I'm doing. It's gonna be pretty similar to the one I made earlier. But also not too similar at all. So I'm going to get the mirror modifier. Flipping. Yeah. Alright. So I did that door, but here we go. Top view. Nope. I would not focus on this anymore. Okay. Excuse me. Apparently, I'm not ready to. I need to stop saying this, but very. My voice is already getting tired. All right, cool. I did that. Um, I'm gonna have to. I'm so, oh, tired. Okay. All right. Well, I know what I want to do. So I'm going to do that. But first, I'll make a mark down the middle of this. Oh, hello. We got number two. There's two people watching. I've run out of. It's not that I've run out of things to say. I'm just my voice is very very tired of talking. And I don't normally I talk a lot, but I haven't recently because I've been so busy working on this project. I kind of just haven't had time to talk to people. Uh, so forgive me if I just suddenly get tired. Actually, you don't have to, but um, if I do suddenly just stop talking, it's because my voice is tired. All right. I'm gonna subdivide that by a full Hold on. There we go. So what is this like that? Jaded Joy? Move that down. Yeah, I just realized I've been quiet. My voice is tired. And I always feel like I need to like say sorry or something. Like I don't know. I don't exactly know why. But I do like feel the need to like again. Sorry for not talking. Alright, cool. Now that is done. So let's just check the verdicts. So I'm going to subdivide twice. Kind of do the same thing here. And then subdivide again twice. Divide twice. And then go here, go to vertex join. Um, join. Join. The scale to move stuff to the side and you know it does things. Oh man. 12 edges. Oh, hello, there's a third person here. Welcome to the stream. My voice is very tired. So I'll literally just stop talking randomly. And I'm sorry, I thought I could handle 3 hours today, but apparently not 3 hours, 2.5 hours today. But like I'm just running out of steam. And I can just model this for a while. Like I don't run into steam modeling just when I start talking. I get so tired. And yeah. Anyway, hello. So I'm gonna grab these edges, and I'm going to go to design view, go to wireframe so I can see it, and then extrude this back a bit, give the door some depth, and then I'm going to do this whole thing, which I've been doing for most of these cabinets and stuff. I am actually going to bevel this and give it a little bit of an edge. You'll see if you don't know what a bevel is. Let me just grab these edges, and then Control B. Yeah, so this is what bevel does. So there we go. We have a very, very, very nice looking door. Actually, yeah, let's get rid of that bevel. I want to make. I'm going to make these edges come up a little bit. Go. And move this apart. Go back to this view and then grab these. Grab these faces and move them back to where they originally were. Alright, cool. Nice. So, that's a bit better. Yeah, I would say that's a bit better. I like that. Alright, so I'm gonna level this again. I could. There we go. Nice. I think I've leveled it a little too much, so it's time. Nice, just like that. And then let's kind of far away. Oh, that's a lot less spaces than the other door that I had. If you look at this door and then compare it to that door, that's just more spaces than it needs to have, which is the main purpose of me doing. Okay, nice, nice. This won't be the front door, but it will be an interior door. Of something, so I'll just kind of delete some of these doors and replace it with the new upgraded one. Um, I'll keep those doors there. Those are gonna be different double doors. These are also gonna be different. Um, there's a door right here. So the interior two doors are just moved anyway. And that's gonna be an interior door. Gonna be an interior door because some of the interior doors aren't going to be curved. The top. Um, okay, let's do a quick Google search on reference photos and stuff. Interior door. Let's do Spanish because this is a Spanish home. And Spanish homes actually do have quite a bit of curves on windows, doors, that kind of stuff. They're also normally closed. What is it called? A closed floor plan. Like there's just a lot of walls. It's not like a ranch home or a farmhouse where there's you can see from like the other side of the building. So it's very closed off, like how building was. Okay, so the pictures I'm looking at for the Spanish home um, are not particularly rounded at the top. It's just which is actually kind of good because I kind of didn't really model those kind of doors. Going to anyway. So let's just delete all those doors. Something wrong with this? So let me take a closer look. It's oh my. Let's go to mesh. So it's supposed to be blue. Actually, go back. If it's red, it means that there's faces of the mesh that are facing the wrong way. So when you import it into it, you actually won't be able to see anything. Because one side of the mesh actually, the blue side of that's actually the blue side of the mesh is the face you see when you look at it, but on the other side, it's actually transparent, so you don't see it. And I have to show you an example. Um, it's a little weird, but yeah, you need to like everything has to be blue, which is my favorite color, which is great. um, so yeah. Um, that's what I was looking at earlier. This over here it looks like something happens, like not exactly good. So let me get out of base. Give it a shot. Why, why does it look so bad? Let's go to yes. Why is there any this off? Go to um none of these edges should exist actually. I don't know what happens. Oh bench. So apparently that vertex is important. Okay, so let's go to this one. See. So I don't know, somewhere around there. Look a little bit better. Yeah, I kind of don't know what happened here. um, no, I kind of don't. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to get literally rid of pretty much everything here. Now I'm going to re-bevel everything because I don't know how to fix this, and fixing this is going to take too much time. Um, yeah, it's just not worth my time trying to fix it. So it's just gonna be easier to get rid of these faces. I don't even know that isn't supposed to be there. So I'm not even sure how that happens. But, okay. Fill and then just fill this. Alright, let's try this again. See if the edges don't come monstrosities. I'll load back up here. Go to X-ray mode and then bevel. Let's see if that's any better. Oh yeah, definitely. Not as messed up as the bottom ones. Okay, cool. Nice. Nice, it looks good. I like that. So let's not stop focusing on this and start moving doors around. So I can start using it. I keep like selecting the walls of the entire building. Not what I mean to do, but it keeps happening. Alright, nice. By the way, I am going to cut the stream at 2 hours, so 15 minutes. I'm gonna get off because I like how you weren't looking at me. Um, I can't talk for another. I mean, I can't. I don't have the capacity in my voice to talk for so long. It's just a little bit too much. I'm gonna duplicate this. I'm just gonna move this around into the proper place. Needs to go. And plus it's slower poly than it was last time. So that's good. Duplicate. Move it over to the guest bedroom. And negative 180. And then do a little bit of that. Alright, and then duplicate this. Rotate it to the Z like that. Negative 180. Hello, we have a fourth person here. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna quit and um. Oh, I'm sorry. If there is feedback or a little laggy or I don't know something of the like, or like my mic is just a little trash. I'm sorry about that. I tried to fix it for like an hour straight. If it's still trash, I'll figure it out because I'll be editing the live stream either today or tomorrow. So, I've got door there. Move any doors here. Debating whether it should be a window, like a kind of a window you could like look into it, with windows, or a just a flat door, like what I was making earlier. But let's see. This closet is definitely not gonna have any windows. This closet right here. A bit over there. Oh, I was referencing the blueprint, but I remember the blueprint isn't exactly correct. Duplicate that and then do that. 180. Nice. Okay. Let's do a little bit of X-ray mode. The good thing is that these doors don't nearly have as much vertices as these doors. But I can also check. Wait, hold on. Let me see. So this one has 296 vertices. How many vertices does this one have? 234. Okay, so a little bit less. Not a whole lot better. But, it's a little bit better. Alright. Then I'm losing steam quickly. Okay. I'm gonna add 2 doors here, and I'm actually just gonna call it a day because I can't. My brain capacity cannot do this anymore. Actually, hold on. I can duplicate both of these. Actually, that's right. Duplicate both of them, and then with my big brain, I can move this over here. I was gonna do them one at a time, but I remembered I don't have to do that. I can just at 69. Well, I can just copy and paste both of them. And then move it. And so let's center these doors a bit. All right, cool. Oh, yeah, we need to get rid of this door too. I'm gonna do it like that. Negative 90. Here we go. Move it over here. Over here. Center that a little bit more so it will not center. All right, cool. So those are the doors. So basically everything I did this stream was to this chair terribly, copy and paste that, and then do the doors. And surprisingly, it took 2 hours. That's yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right because it normally takes me a while to do stuff. Um, But yeah, I will actually change change these two things. Um, yeah, I'm not super fast. I'm still learning Blender. Um, like I said in the beginning of this stream, I learned Blender about a week. I learned the basics of Blender about a week before I'm doing this, so I'm still not fast. But I kind of have it down, sort of like I can make okay looking models like that, which these legs make me so angry. Um, so I'm still learning stuff, and at some point I will be faster, so that'll be good. But I'm gonna call it quits for now because I'm so tired. My voice is tired. Um, and I can't. I just don't want to talk for another 30 minutes. So I'm just gonna call. I think the new normal now is just gonna be 2 hours or something. It's probably gonna be on weekends now and probably earlier. I'll make some changes. Um, but thank you for watching. I know a few people have been popping in and out, which I've seen. So thank y'all for coming. I really appreciate it. I'm so tired. My voice can't. But yeah, I'll see y'all later. Bye.